Hi everyone, it's Jacob from Modified Music. So today I wanted to do something a little bit differently. I wanted to show you sort of a modified way to multiply single digits and double digits. Okay, because it can get a little tricky and kids often get confused with, well, do I multiply this? Do I add this? So I just want to do a quick rundown and maybe a way to do it a little bit easier. So let's take a look. We'll start with single digit and double digit, and then we'll do double digit and double digit. So let's start with a real basic one, double and single. So what I like to think of is it kind of looks like a V when we multiply. So it goes up and then it goes diagonal. So it kind of looks like a silly V. So I like to think of it like this. First I go up, okay? So we have 3 times 2, okay? So 3 times 2 is 6, okay? Now, we're going to go across. So we're going to make that V, okay? We're going to make that V. So 3 times 1 is 3, okay? And then you have 36. Pretty straightforward. So we did sort of we went like this. We went up, and we went over, up and over. Okay, so we have 3 times 2 is 6, and then when 3 times 1 is 3, 36. So it makes like a, I don't know, a slanted V, if you will. Okay, now, but what do you do when it gets a little bit more complicated, such as 2 digits? Well, the same rule applies, okay? I made some rules here that you can follow, okay? And it looks like this. So first, you want to multiply from right to left, R to L. That's what right to left is. Okay, so we start on this side and we go to the left. So right to the left. Okay, so again, the same thing applies with this V. We go up 3 times 2, which is 6, and we go across 3 times 1, which is 3. Okay, now we stop here. Now we still have to multiply this 1 times 2 and 1 times 1. However, we need to put what's called a placeholder. Okay, and a placeholder, we put a 0, and essentially just says, okay, I am done with this row. I've done this 3, so I'm going to put a 0 here. It's simply a placeholder. Okay, so now we literally move all the way over, and we're on our 1 here. Okay, so again, we're starting bottom up. Bottom up, okay? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a V again, okay, with our little rule. This time the V is going the other way. So if we start here, we go 1 times 2, which is 2, okay? And then we go 1 times 1, which is 1, okay? Now, we're not finished yet. The next thing we do is we are going to add the rows, okay? So it looks like this. These two numbers are going to be added. So we do 6 plus 0, which is 6, 3 plus 2, which is 5, and 1 plus nothing, which is 1. Okay, and you're left with 1, 5, 6. So that is your answer. And I made a little cheat sheet here, just the basic steps that I did. So I multiplied from right to left, okay? I made a V, okay? If you see here, V went up and across. Okay, this one went across and up. Even though it was backwards, it's still the same process in making a V. The next thing I did was, after I got this answer, I made a placeholder, which is 0, which basically tells me I don't use this 3 anymore, so I move over. Okay, I did not have any carried numbers. Okay, I multiplied again. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. Now I add these rows, so I made a line here. I added this, 6 plus 0 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5, 1 plus nothing is 1. So your answer is 156. And that's how you get 12 times 3. And the same process will continue, whether you have 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, it doesn't matter. You're simply following these simple rules, okay? So if you have any other questions, feel free to comment in this video, send me an email, and I'd be glad to assist. Thanks.